Welcome on this Sunday. Let's see what we have in store for you. What do you need to know right now? What would benefit you knowing right now? Let's see what your runes are telling us. We have Lagos. You may be feeling emotional at this time. You may be feeling like, I'm getting a feeling of someone that's perhaps been crying or feeling like you don't know why you're crying or just feeling like you want to cry. I feel like you have in the past maybe gone through periods where you couldn't cry or you couldn't release emotion, but now there seems to be this flow of it and you're a bit like, why do I keep crying? Now what this is actually doing is creating a flow for you in the right action, the right direction for you. So it's actually a big step in your journey. It's helping you to really express yourself, to show yourself your true colours. And I feel like maybe in the past you've held back your emotional state to protect other people, or maybe when you were growing up or something, there may have been a situation where perhaps someone who cared for you, their emotions were more important than yours, or you felt like they were, or there's some kind of situation like that. But you've become quite aware of when you express yourself authentically like that, when you show up and you express your emotions, people do notice, and it actually does bring more illumination to a situation rather than it all being in your own echo chamber, always being there for you to just sit with yourself. And the person I'm talking to here today is the kind of person that you would have a thought or a situation would occur, but you wouldn't talk about it with anybody else. You'd just talk about it amongst like all the versions of yourself, and you'd come to some kind of conclusion and then maybe react in a certain way. But that reaction, you find out some facts after that really, if you'd have spoken about it, if you'd have communicated, that wouldn't have happened. So I do feel like you've maybe criticised yourself for that over the years, but now you're at this point where you're just expressing how you feel emotionally rather than pretending that that didn't affect you and then having a reaction later. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Oh, we got two cards that came out there, the Thunderbolt and the Rainbow Bridge. So we have a sudden change coming, like a surge of energy, and connection, hope and promise. Rainbows may be significant to you, they may be important to you. I always see rainbows as the Balros, which is like the bridge between Asgard and Midgard. So it's like the bridge between the conscious and the higher conscious. So there is a higher conscious message that's coming through to you right now, which is bringing this sudden change. I want to get another rune on that sudden change for you, and then we're going to get into the cards. Okay, so the sudden change is actually success in a particular area of your life. There's something that you would like to be more successful at, or that you would like to really feel is healthy and wealthy. And that's what you are moving into now. There's a sudden change coming to that, and it's because you have opened up and expressed something emotionally. I'm getting 22 or lots of twos as being significant to you as well. To you. Well sung and resonating. There's something that's coming to completion in your life right now. Again, Lagos is a rune connected to water, to that flow. You know, this is something that's really some kind of intervention that's happening in your life that's bringing a lot of benefit to you. And it's through you allowing that expression that's brought something to completion here and brought some kind of resonance. So it's almost like there's a secret language now that you are understanding better, or you're kind of changing the way that you speak. And I feel like that may have been because of something that happened on an emotional level. So let's get into the tarot cards right now. What is the advice for you on this? What is the advice? I'm getting a name like Scarlet as well, or like an S initial. It could even be the colour red that is significant about this. So you've been feeling maybe like all hope is lost in a particular area of your life, and I feel like maybe that's where the emotion's coming from. You hadn't really you kept this all in your own head, like the conflict has been a mental conflict within you, and you felt like all hope was lost in this particular situation. but it's actually through this authentic way of being, through you kind of communicating the truth of things, that's making a change. Now, there could be something about a particular connection where there's like a bit of a not an obsession, but like an addiction or like compulsion. Something that makes you feel confident, but you've realised actually maybe it's a false confidence that it brings you. What I'm getting with that is like maybe you've been seeking out validation in areas that actually they were kind of a dopamine hit. They didn't really mean anything, and they're not fulfilling. And I feel like you're having this realisation now that you need something fulfilling that resonates with you. And there's something that you kind of can't let go of at this time. There's a feeling of like something maybe is trying to get away from you, or you feel it's trying to get away from you, and there's a realisation of like, I can't let go of that. And I feel like that's what's pushing this emotional flow, because you heavily feel like you're going to lose something here. And I feel like that's what's pushed your higher conscience to kind of say, you need to express this now. And this is what the sudden change is. But it's actually going to drive forward a way of working out things. So it's a positive. And I feel like maybe the fear around this whole situation for you has been the effort or the work or the responsibility. Yes, the responsibility, because radio represents responsibility as well. So there's been something about a fear of like the responsibility of this. It's like, yeah, okay, it feels like a good idea, or it's something doable, but it's heavily responsible. And there's a fear in you of things going wrong, and that you're going to end up being heartbroken. You're going to be the one that's rejected or heartbroken around this. But let me see, what is the outcome going to be to this situation for you right now? Okay, we've got Judgment in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. So this is you pushing away the doubts, pushing away the things that are blocking you from really fulfilling a purpose. And the Sun is coming out as the final card, which is telling me that your fulfillment, your wishes are going to be fulfilled. There is hope here. You haven't lost all hope, but you really do need to express how you feel without fear of being judged, or without fear of things going wrong. Maybe express those things if that fear is there, because there is an opportunity here for a new perspective, for things to be more in balance. I feel like there's a situation here where someone's been put on a pedestal, and maybe if you put somebody else on a pedestal there, you feel like you don't have the ability to reach them there, or it could be the other way around. But it actually feels like this whole situation is going to bring things into balance. And there's an element here of forgiveness. So if it's forgiveness that you're looking for, or you're thinking about forgiving somebody else here, it's going to happen. I feel like a big conversation is coming, actually. And somebody, whether that's you or someone else, has been planning this, has been like trying to figure out how to go around this. It's part of what the mental conflict has been. Okay. But this is going to be very slow. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. And there is still an element over the next few weeks of anxious feelings, of worry. Yeah. But there again, it is actually bringing things to completion. It's bringing things to a resonance that needed to happen. So the outcome you're looking for, forget that. Forget the outcome. Just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the journey, because this is definitely bringing more joy and something very inspirational into your life. Now, if that resonates with you, drop me a DM if you'd like to book in for a personalised reading, and I will speak to you very soon. Have a blessed day.